Beloved, ladies and gentlemen, how the hell are you today?
It's summertime. School's out, the temperature is rising, and music is in the air. Which means one thing. The Vans Warped Tour is back on the road. Along with it, the 1,000 or so people behind the scenes who make the magic happen. For 17 summers, Warped has rocked parking lots and fields all across the country.
A city has to be moved and set up in 3 hours.
It's a music festival on wheels, one that we put up and break down 80 times over 2.5 months.
This just doesn't stop. It's like a freight train.
That means working outside all day to bring music to the people. In the scorching sun.
It's hot. Triple digits.
And in the pouring rain.
Tell kids from your stages to go into the amphitheater.
Who's responsible for it? Our crew. 1,000 hardworking.
5 minutes of service.
Oh, no! Oh, my God! Hard partying roadies. Living out the dream behind the scenes of one of music's hottest tours. Life on the road ain't pretty.
Because I don't want to be the one that hears it from Kevin, okay?
But we face it head on, day in and day out for 12 weeks straight.
A huge crowd at the door. It's our first sold-out show. This is when hits the fan, you know?
To us, we love every single second of it.
Gonna be another fun one, boy.
Woo! People say we're the hardest working tour in music, and I would agree. We have the blood, sweat, and scars to prove it.
So it looks like we just lost control of our house.
You guys, who opened the field?
This is a moving city. Everything goes up in the morning and comes down at night.
A roadie is a gypsy.
Kings of the highways.
Living on the edge of insanity.
I love this job.
We are good to open doors.
What are you gonna wear tonight?
Nothing.
Setting up the show, oh yeah.
Tour is a day away. In Salt Lake City, some of our guys in setup crew are packing for 12 weeks on the road. You know, only the essentials.
My name is Danny Babe, and I'm the setup crew chief on the Vans Warped Tour, and I've been here 8 years. I'm Feeler It. This is from last tour. I've got so much in here. Condoms, cards.
Usually, like, the protocol is bring every pair of boxers and socks that you have. And then once you run out of those, you need to do laundry.
I have like 3 go-to shirts. This is one of my go-tos. There's another one. There's one.
It gets really exciting because it's like the first day of school again, you know? Because we're about to have 1,000 of our best friends back with us.
You get away with a lot on tour. It's ridiculous. You basically become a god for 2 months. Do whatever you want, get away with almost everything. And then you come home and it's like, you're this average dude when you get home and it sucks.
Well, seeing that I stay in Salt Lake and I take care of my grandma, it's kind of different to leave. I'm sure my grandma might miss me just a little bit, right?
I will miss you a lot.
A lot, huh? Aw,
Yes.
you're so sweet. Right, okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need you back home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, see you later.
See you later.
I mean, if we're not touring, we're basically just like sitting around waiting for tour, bored as hell. So we party a lot, we spend a lot of money, and we go broke in between tours. Yeah, I'm usually broke before I start tour. But then I go on tour and I make more money than I've ever made. And then I spend it all. And then I go back on tour.
It's a vicious cycle.
It is a vicious cycle.
2,000 miles away, first-year roadie Amy Willard is packing up too.
I think I'm strong enough. I'll survive. Not gonna let the tour events beat me up too bad.
Amy's got the dream gig. Backstage access to take pictures, interview bands, and post blogs each day.
This is something I probably would have loved when I was in high school because my mom would never let me go to Warped Tour. So now this is like my chance to give those kids who can't go, I get to show them so they can kind of feel part of the experience, which I think is really cool.
Night before day one, time to catch up with people you haven't seen in months. But for Kevin, it's go time.
Hey, you guys, if we can gather up, we can probably do this quick.
My name's Kevin Lyman. I'm the founder-producer of the Vans Warped Tour. The Warped Tour was a culmination of probably my music career, to be honest. I'd worked around the clubs of LA for 12 years, so I got together with a few bands like Sublime, No Doubt, a lot of the bands that I'd worked with in the clubs, and said, let's go do a tour ourselves.
I come out with you guys on the road because I believe in this tour.
90% of my time is working on this tour because I still love this tour, okay? And I love what this tour stands for.
You can go to your bus, get your stuff on there, grab your bunk. If that's bus call, come get a sheet.
It's time to saddle up and head to the buses, our new homes for the next 12 weeks.
Let's get our priorities straight here. You're over 21, right? Okay, I'm 25. All right.
To be a roadie, you need to have some gypsy in you.
It's a brother, it's a family member, it's a sister, it's a mother. Real people going through real shit out here.
Pretty much you beat yourself up every day, but at the end of the day, you know, we all bond together as a family, and we're all here for the music.
There's only 1,000 people maybe that get to experience this every year. A Warped Roadie is one of 1,000. That's pretty special.
Man, there's like no sick days. There's no, you know, my butt hurts or, you know what I mean, or you just don't, because you're gonna be sick, you know, blowing your nose or whatever and still doing your gig.
Oh, but there's nothing better than when you're in your 20s out on the road.
It's a family. These people absolutely do know you inside and out. I share with them stuff that I wouldn't share with my family.
If there's one thing a roadie knows, it's prime bunk space is no joke on tour.
My boss is really awesome. Everyone is super nice when I got on, even though I'm the new girl, and played my spot on the bus and won a top bunk, so I think that'll be fun. Good placement, I guess.
If you've never been on the Vans Warped Tour, you're gonna end up with a top bunk. And it's not to degrade them or let them know that like they suck. It's just how it is, man. And you got to earn your bunk spot. You earn everything out here.
This is my first year out on Warped Tour. I already called a top bunk.
Last year I was up top, so I'm not trying to get the top anymore. We had like 3 days with no air conditioning, and it's nightmare up there. This is the only blower, this is the only vent in your bunk. When we're going through Phoenix, it was like 103 at midnight with no air conditioning.
What's it down to? Middle bunk and a bottom or top?
It's down to you got a top.
You took it? You're just going ahead and taking it?
It was either kick Sam's ass or kick your ass. I can kick your ass.
Let's go check it out.
Top bunk.
Top bunk Terry.
Top bunk Terry. Watch the big guy get in here every day.
I got a little I usually like a middle bunk because you can just roll into it.
You gotta get here at 7, bro.
Every single vehicle on tour is numbered 1 through 100. Bus 4 is our setup crew. Those are our guys that are young, fresh, good-looking guys. They're muscles and fit.
He's already lost his shirt. He hasn't even gotten to the venue yet.
And most of them are single, and that's where all the pretty ladies like to go at the end of the night, 'cause that's where all the good-looking, hard-working guys are.
And the back lounge, where all the magic happens. It's black magic, but it's magic.
I don't go on bus number 4.
Why is that?
Too many bad stories.
Bus life's cool though. In our situation, we have 12 guys. We're not crammed at all. A lot of buses out here have 18. I've heard of 22 people on the bus, and it's just gross. You walk on there and there's bunks hanging down from the front lounge. There's bunks in the back lounge. There's people just stacked on people.
Day 1 of a new tour.
Here's what I'm thinking. Let's just kick ass. Don't stop working until we're done.
These guys better not pull an all-nighter, because tour starts tomorrow, 6 a.m. sharp. Day 1, Salt Lake City. The sun is barely up when we roll out of our buses and get to work.
Too early.
A typical day on the Warped Tour would be driving on the bus overnight, landing who knows where. Sometimes it's in a field, sometimes it's a parking lot. You wake up, you're like, all right, where am I?
What? Air conditioning stopped working, night 1.
This is so not easy. It's survival.
We have to build 55 tents and 7 stages for nearly 70 bands. Oh, and we only have 3 hours to do it.
All right, set up.
Every morning at each show, we crack the doors on the trucks, disperse all the gear to its proper positioning, unload the tents.
1, 2, 3.
Every day we got to come out here, just bust our ass and get Warped Tour built. Keep everyone happy.
The road's not for everyone. A lot of these guys probably didn't do some good things in their life at some point, and a lot of them maybe did some time. But I always found that if you give people like that a job and work, there's a lot of loyalty to you.
Kenny for Jagger. My name is Kenny Leith. This is my first year as a main stage manager. And this is my main concern, making sure the bands get on and off, you know, on time. Hey guys, you wanna come around over here?
Kenny's one of those guys. I mean, his story's gonna be that one. He was not a nice guy.
I was a drug dealer, but I was a real drug dealer. I was a mean, sadistic, sick dude. You owed me money, you didn't have it, you got stomped. End of story. 1, 2, 3. The police finally caught up with me and ended up doing 6 years. I ended up going to a work tour 2 months after I got out. One of the guys I actually met inside was standing on a speaker stack, you know, at the backstage looking at me, you know, going, hey, what's up, Kenny, wanna come in? And I'm like, sure. Boom, there I am. Introduces me to his brother, and then from that point on, this is what I started doing.
While Kenny and the crew get to it, outside of the gates, thousands of fans are waiting, so there's no time to lose. Sponsors pay big bucks to be on Warped Tour. The second those doors open, they expect their stuff to be on display. For crew chief Danny Bateman, that means mounting a car on a rotating lift.
So this is all connected.
Which would be easy, if he'd ever done it before.
Oh my God.
There it goes. What do you do? Stop spinning. Right now, I'm gonna freak out. Because this car is on the scissor lift and it's supposed to not spin. But for some reason, when I put it up, it's like haunted and it just starts spinning. If it starts doing that and somebody gets hurt, I'm gonna get in trouble. You know what I mean? Just typical first day bull. Yeah, but I hate it. See what I mean?
While Danny does battle with a possessed car, first-timer Amy Willard begins the job that a year ago she'd never imagined she'd be doing.
What's up, guys? It's Amy, your 2012 Monster Entertainment reporter. I'm here in Salt Lake City, so let's go check it out. 2 years ago, I lost my mom to breast cancer. And I don't remember anything from that year. She passed away in January. Couldn't even tell you any fun thing I did that year. It just like completely sucked. I finally kind of like woke up from this coma of just what just happened with my life. I applied to be a pit reporter, and then lo and behold, finally found myself in a new career. 2012, life got back on track. This is me going forward. This is me taking the once-in-a-life opportunity. Even though if my mom were here, she would just be like, you are not going on a rock and roll tour. I mean, she would be proud. You know, it's always been the dream to be on tour and shoot, so she would be proud.
Meanwhile, Danny is still having car problems. Time is running out, and he still can't get the lift to work.
Lance.
A call to the sponsor and some welcome help from Rennie, the on-site electrician, give Danny the upper hand on his rotating car.
So once we flip this on, we should be good. Moment of truth. I love you, Rennie. You are the thank you, man. The Kia car has been erected. Now the Warped Tour can begin. Hey, T. 16 years.
Who scrambled to pull it together in the final minutes.
Let's go. All right, Warped Tour 12, we're open. Kids are in the venue.
And just like that, Warped 2012 is underway.
Crowd's forming. I'm super pumped. I'm super excited. I'm nervous. I feel like I'm stuck on a pause button. I can't get it to go. So, hurry up and do this. Woo! Plus I had Red Bull coffee. Oh!
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania! welcome to the 18th year of the goddamn Warped Tour. Open up that circle,
Day one is in full effect. 7 stages are rocking, and main stage manager Kenny is doing what he can to stay on schedule.
Time is absolutely critical to this job. If I run late, everyone runs late.
This next song is heavy as so I strongly suggest you freak the out. 1 minute.
The 2 main stages on Warped Tour will showcase 26 bands alternating performances between 11 a.m. and 9 p.m. It's a schedule that allows no room for error.
It doesn't just affect my stage, it affects the other main stage.
And when one show runs long, others can get canceled. And guess what? This one's running long.
We're late by an hour. At the end of the day, I'm probably fired. You know, because that just can't happen.
They're gonna kick us off the stage.
When a band wants to do one more, and the crowd's egging it on, and I'm already 4 minutes over, I'll give them the look, and they know the look. We can't run late, and I won't run late, because I don't want to look like I don't know what the I'm doing, and then they can turn around and look at you like you don't know what the you're doing, that you can't even get time right, you know? I mean, it's making us look like stooges. It's when they go over, then it makes everything over. You know, it pisses me off, man. No more songs! No more songs! I don't have a filter, you know, and if I feel like they've overstepped their boundaries, I'll let them know. Get with them, figure something out.
We went over the set time, and he wasn't very happy. It's partly because we're kind of screwing the other stage, and then that kind of sets everything over. But everybody gets a lot more rushed, and that's not a good feeling, especially on a festival. You know, when you're on a festival, you're rushed anyway.
I've got this chance to be this main stage manager, and I don't want anything to get me relinquished from that.
As Kenny and his crew fight to make up for lost time, nearly 15,000 fans and the few remaining bands carry on.
I mean, it was actually great starting in Salt Lake City today. The crowd came out big. We're just shy of 15,000 for the day.
I just love that I'm just taking photos and videos all day. This is the Warped Tour I never got to go to in high school, so I was more than on board for this.
Awesome. There you go.
I didn't practice that at all.
It's what you work all year for. You know, you kind of go into it, not going in, and then you open the doors today, and from the minute it's on. Now the kids are leaving because they're just exhausted. They just can't take no more. Yeah, 1 for 41. That's what you count the victories. Today was a victory.
Thanks, man.
The setup crew starts breaking down tents as the last bands play. Leaving Utah is going to be bittersweet because a lot of the guys live right here in Salt Lake.
Hey, it's 10 o'clock. We're leaving. How do you feel about that?
I'm kind of bummed. I wish I could hang out with my family a little more.
That's exactly what I just said.
And because Camilla's going to be coming, and I want to kiss those howdy buds.
Oh, wait. It's kind of an emotional day for me, and it's Terry and Mike. Usually the tour kicks off elsewhere and not in Salt Lake. And unfortunately this time kicked off here. So now it's like we're gonna be gone for 2 months. We're not gonna get to come back halfway through the tour like normal or a couple weeks left and see our families and whoever else we care about. That's a little rough, man. We need to be alone.
Oh, fuck you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good trip. Huh?
I miss you.
No, I miss you too.
Bye.
See you
Get out of here. Leave. I was tired as hell, and then Kayla came to visit me, and then I got some energy. So things are good. I always get energy when I see a girl I like, so it's kind of lame, but it's weird motivation for me to work hard. Did I tell you she finally smooched me?
No, you didn't.
She finally did.
And? All right.
The king was pleased.
The final bands wrap up. That gives us only a couple hours to take down the entire festival, pack it up, and be ready for the road.
If I get on the bus at 11, my production manager's gonna be real pissed at me, you know? So we're gonna make the happen.
That's it, man. And what time is it? 9:55. Out of here by 10.
Yeah, day one, it moves quick, and then it's a tornado. You know, say you jump in the tornado and hope you don't spin out the other side.
All right, kid. Love you, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow.
One day down, 51 more to go. The 2012 Warped Tour is just getting warmed up.
Tour, 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 tour.
And it's going to be a summer that none of us are going to forget. Next time on Warped Roadies.
We are sold out.
21,000 kids. It's gonna be crazy seeing them all out here.
I just need the truck moved right now.
We got 13 minutes. You're about to see magic happen.
Tonight is prom.